All right, 610, more applications. Your goal for this, I'm going to throw out some directions. Make sure you read Google Classroom because I'm going to change the pace of things up from 26 to 27. There is like 4 and 3 is 7. There's 7 word problems there. I'm not going to have you do all those. We're going to do the first one, and then I'll tell you what you got to do with the rest of them. So it says Carrie places a 10-foot ladder against a wall, so 10 foot is what I'm at. And the ladder makes a 65-degree angle with the level ground. That's important, the level ground. Up the wall, the top of the ladder. So draw the situation just like you were supposed to do in the previous section. So here's a triangle. Here's my top of my rectangle if I need it. All right. And it says ladder against the wall. Well, just label it. Here's the ladder. The ladder's 10 feet, so I'm going to label that. And it says makes an angle 65 degrees with the level ground. The ladder makes with the ground. The ladder here is not on the ground. This is part of the house, right? So again, draw the door, draw the window, etc. The ladder in the house, that's not the ladder in the level ground. So where's the 65-degree angle? The 65-degree angle should be over here. Again, you got to think, all right? And it says how far up the wall is the top of the ladder. So this is my X over here. What am I going to use? If I know 2 of the 3 sides, I'm going to use Pythag. If I only know an angle and a side, I got to use trig. So which trig function do I use? Again, that's based on what information you're given. You're given hypotenuse, all right? So remember our trig functions. Right? Here's our trig functions. I know the hypotenuse, got to be one of these two. And I want to find the leg opposite. That is a sine function. So the sine of 65 is equal to opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 10. And I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply and solve. So x is equal to the sine of 65 times 10. And you have to go back and you have to look at what the sine of 65 is, which Mr. Wilson hasn't done these yet. So he's going to go back into his trig chart. He's going to find 65. The sine is 0.9063. So 0.9063. And I'm going to multiply that. My answer is probably going to be close to 10. And in fact, let me jog it up and find my calculator, and I'll give you the correct answer. Okay? So sorry about the pause. I'm going to go sine of 65 times 10, and that's going to give me 9.06. So 9.06. Oh, that was easy. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Multiplying by a multiple of 10, just move the decimal over one place. So 9.06. Answers are rounded to the nearest tenth. So this should be 9.1 is what my answer should be. All right? And I don't know if it says round to the nearest tenth or not, but that's what we've been doing. So that's what you need to practice. All right, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I want you to pick one from each page, right? So that's what you have to do with that. Now, with 8, 9, because this is all part of the set, you need to pay attention, all right? On the directions here for 8 or 9, if I can go back and find my stuff in the back, I have it written down exactly what I want you to do. That's the appendix. This is page 28. For 28, for 8, 9, 10, and 11, all you need to do is pick the correct function and set it up. So how do I solve this and set it up? That's it. How do I solve this and set it up? How do I solve this and set it up? How do I solve this and set it up? Just set it up. It doesn't say, I'm not asking you to solve it. I'm just saying, how would you, and set up your equation. And then in 13 through 15, you need to draw a triangle and label it. It says determine the values of the 2 remaining trig ratios, blah, blah. No, I don't care about that. Okay? I don't care about that. I want you to draw a triangle and label only. So draw this. You're going to draw a triangle, right triangle, right? And you're going to go ahead and label that right triangle according to this trig function. So you think about how you're going to do that. Draw and label it, all right? That's all you need to do, and that's it. That's the notes. Ask questions as you need to. Please ask questions. Make it easy on yourself.